Well, great morning, everyone. I'm going to start off with a real quick Lenormand, and then we'll continue on with a tarot and just see what cards have to say this morning, opening up. Open read, no idea what direction it's going to go, but we'll find out. So the center of it all, we start off with what's new. So what's new? Yeah, the difficulty, the cross to bear, dealing with the cross to bear at the moment. When it comes to the direction that things are headed, and I think everybody's feeling that with his, ridiculous tariff ideations. We're going to make America great. All this money's going to come in. All that money that's coming in is from the American people that have to pay it. So they fire all these people, crashing their jobs, crashing their companies, and yet we're going to pay the higher tariffs. A brilliant plan. Such a brilliant mind. Oh, Lord. Let's see what else it has to say. So the cross to bear with what's new is the fly in the ointment. Yeah, the crap that he's putting out. And causing fireworks. New fireworks when it comes to the direction. Now we hear what other countries are saying. They're not happy. They're not going to play with him. Okay? And of course, the foundation of it is dark mindset. And this unhappiness that people are feeling everywhere. And just exploding about the direction. Above it, it's about knowledge. About knowledge. Could be quartz, but knowledge. When it comes to his narcissism and the drama that's unfolding and the health of the situation, they're going to be looking at a history and what this fool is walking into with what it's happening. A short-term success when it comes to the flowering of all this drama. Okay, underneath of it all, we have the people. So I'm not sure about the health, the dark mindset health, and success when it comes to the history, looking at what's happened before and the flowering, what he's doing. But again, this is showing that we're dealing with the cross to bear, information about his fly in the ointment ridiculousness, his toxicity that he's trying to put in place governmentally through his narcissism, the explosions about the direction that's happening, new things coming up. So it could be more resistance coming up from other countries, etc. Or could be some resistance coming in from here. Now I know that, the House was saying it's illegal what he's doing with the tariffs in Canada. Some of the Republicans were not going along with it. So we'll see if there's more that comes up in that direction. But let's go ahead and pull the cards, and then we'll look at them together and see what they have to say ongoing about this. So it looks like this reading is about his stupidity with his tariffs. At least we know those damn penguins. Somebody say flippers up. He wants your fish. Okay. Oh, Lord. Any idiot that puts a tariff on penguins. Brilliant mind. Brilliant. But let's go ahead and pull the cards real quick, and then we'll look and see what they have to say about this stupidity. So this fool is over there golfing with the Saudis today. We had soldiers that died in Lithuania. Usually the president will go meet the plane when it comes. No, he's out golfing with the Saudis. He has no intention of being a president for the people. Absolutely none. And he thinks he's insulated from everything. And holding up his $5 million gold card. Yeah. Brilliant. And you know that money, if he ever gets any money in from that, you know where it's going? In his pocket. It's my money. It's got my image on it. Okay. So let's see. Underneath of it all, we have, concern, wanting something better, looking for higher relief. Okay. In the emotionality of the moment with this nonsense. So let's see what the reading's about. It's about working together. When it comes to this drama, okay, this has knocked people around the world. This is not just here. They're feeling the difficulty of this now. And they're going to work to overturn things. I mean, things are stymied. And they're going to start seeing from a different view. Okay? And it's going to be hanging up, buying things from the U.S., having anything to do with the U.S., knock down, drag out. So they're going to form, again, alliances together and boycott American things, and again see from a different viewpoint, okay? So the energy coming in, the wheel is turning though, okay? Wheel is turning. Changes are afoot when it comes to what? The White House. When it comes to the balance of the White House, and tempering. Now it looks like they want to overturn and temper things when it comes to what he's doing from the White House. Okay? Working together for the wheel turning. Okay? They feel beat up from the White House, and they're going to boycott and temper. Okay? They're going to show Trump that the U.S. needs them more than they need the U.S. Okay? Yeah. It's what it looks like. So let's see what's coming today. It's about action, standing and taking action. Okay? Taking action. Yeah, walking away. Distancing. Walking away from the White House and his greed, okay, and his greed. So they're taking action, walking away from the White House, overturning, okay, hanging things up, tempering when it comes to his financial greed. I would say this reading is pretty clear. The tarot is clear. Okay, they feel beat up when it comes to the White House, and they're walking away, giving him a one-finger salute. So they're, again, above it all, the wheel is turning and it's creating new alliances. They're taking action, absolute action to create new alliances, which does not include their Führer, Trump. Okay, Trumpenstein. So the challenge is, yeah, courts, people taking the truth, the hard truth of it all, okay? Now this is the one that is ready to fight, okay? Fight for the truth. So the challenge is the fight for truth, figuring out the next move to open these gates. When it comes to democracy, okay, to push back for truth and democracy. They're not playing with Trump, who wants to align with Putin. Of course, Russia doesn't get anything. North Korea doesn't get anything. The dictators don't get tariffs put on them, okay? So these people, the challenge, they're aligning with democracy, okay? They say, we're not going to be pushed around by he who wants to be Mr. Dictator, the Führer. We're not playing that. So the potential outcome is, yeah, struggle, strife, okay? Push back. Push back. Yeah, against what? The dark regime, this dark dictatorship, okay? With what? Absolute truth. Absolute truth. When it comes to his greed, when it comes to his attempting to overturn democracy, they're not playing, okay? They're not going to play. So let's see what the extra information is. It's a tower moment, okay? It's a tower moment because they're working hand in hand. The wheel is turning. They are taking absolute actions, fighting for truth and the struggle. And this is creating a tower moment. When it comes to what? His dark government he's trying to implement, okay? So the center of it, they feel knocked down, okay, by the White House. They're walking away, figuring out the next move against this dark energy that he's doing and this dark government. So the foundation is they're overturning it, hanging it up. We're not playing, tempering when it comes to his greed, when it comes to democracy and the hard-won truth, the absolute truth coming forward. They're going to build on that. So they're building alliances to topple the dark government. That's what it says. Building alliances, struggle, the fight against his dark regime with the absolute truth to build something better with other alliances, okay? So Trump is going to find out he's not all-powerful like he wants to think that he is, okay? Because they're hand in hand, they're struggling with absolute truth about overturning his nonsense. At the center of it, they're walking away from the White House and figuring out new avenues. The wheel is turning, and he's going to have to walk away. When they see him trying to walk away from democracy, they're not having it, okay? They're going to temper him with the truth, taking the hardline stance, and taking action against him, trying to fill his coffers with a, unrealistic thing. When it comes to the White House, again, they're walking away. They're building other alliances, okay? They're overturning Trump by taking action, rapid action, opening doors, walking away from his drama. So everything in this reading continues to say they're standing for truth, they're fighting for democracy. They will not be pushed around by him trying to implement these things, and if he thinks he's going to bully people into coming and building factories here, he's an idiot. Who would come and build a factory here out of duress? You want to go to a regime that honors Putin and honors Kim Jong-un to come build factories. Yeah, that's going to happen. When hell freezes over, and I don't see hell freezing over anytime soon. Okay? So he's, again, cutting his own throat. He's going, oh, you know, this is just the first day of it. Don't worry, it's going to turn around. Well, then it's not going to turn around. Okay? Not going to turn around. And so it's going to, the stocks are going to continue to plummet. People are going to become more angry. The wealthy that have businesses that are now tanking are not going to be happy. So, you know, while Trump may be living in his little rosy fantasy land now, going to play golf with the Saudis and think he's really got power, that is just absolutely going down the tubes, okay? It's going down the tubes. It's going right straight down. So what's happening with Trump? A lot of obstructions. When it comes to his toxicity, there will be what's painted is more knowledge coming out, more court cases coming out, more, you know. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be pushback against the things he's putting out there, okay? That's going to directly influence what's going on with him. The key, when it comes to his toxic things, there will be anchoring in more coming from the court system. And I think this is maybe more about the House, the Senate, that type of thing. They're going to start coming, you know, the direction that they're going when it comes to Trump. Okay, moving, wanting to move this. And when it comes to alliances, anchoring in from the knowledge. When it comes to his monetary drama, the burden to end his nonsense. Short-term burden when it comes to the long-term. Okay, underneath of it all is Trumpenstein. So it looks like, you know, maybe the House, the Senate, etc. is going to start turning on him. And that's the outcome for Trump. Okay. Outcome for Trump is things are going south. And he's going to start losing alliances that he's got in the House, the Senate, etc. Because when these Republican lawmakers seeing everything crashing and burning, okay, and they're going to take the brunt of it, they're going to start turning against Trumpenstein, is what it looks like. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in.